Hi everyone, I'm Deb Martin and I am with Jared's Keepers Foundation. Often we get asked, how do we explain suicide to a young child? And I'm hopefully going to be able to help just a little bit today. There's very few resources for small children dealing with suicide, whether it's the loss of a parent or a sibling or even a friend. So hopefully Jack here will help us help the child. Please be ready for questions from your child or your grandchild. Be honest with them, but don't share too many details of the actual event. You want to refocus them on happy times and wonderful things about the person that they have lost. So this is my friend Jack. And just like your loved one you lost, Jack is my friend, and I am hoping not to lose him. And I want you to kind of see what goes on before we do lose someone to suicide. And that's a hard word for us. Suicide is a difficult word. It's one that has lots of reasons behind it. And you can't touch it. There's no medical reasoning that we can put it in clear view for you. Like we can, if somebody has cancer, we can show you some pictures and explain it a little bit. So I'm hoping that Jack here will be that for you, that he can kind of show you a little bit more about what it means to lose somebody to suicide and how we can move on. So Jack here, you can see he has his light inside. We all have that light inside of us. It's beautiful, it's shining. Jack is funny. Jack is my best friend. And I know that Jack has a lot of things going on. And sometimes Jack gets really, really sad. And when he does, Jack does some things that we shouldn't let him do, especially if we see him doing them. The first thing that Jack has started doing is he quits talking. And he won't tell us that he's hurting. He won't tell us that he's sad. He won't tell us that anything is wrong. He doesn't want us to feel bad. He wants us to be happy. Jack definitely doesn't want us to feel as sad as he is feeling. So, while we have to understand, Jack doesn't want us to be sad and want us to hurt. We want Jack to know that he needs to keep talking to us and keep telling us what's wrong so that we can help him. Now, when people quit talking to us and telling us what's wrong, then the next thing that happens often is that they quit seeing things the way we see things. So we may see something that's just not as big of a deal as Jack thinks it is. And so Jack starts closing his eyes off to us. Jack doesn't want to see things for the way they really are anymore. And often, it's not necessarily that Jack doesn't want to see it, it's he can't see it because it's just too hard for him to see. When we close our eyes to what's around us and to reality, and we close our mouth to share what's going on inside of us, we close everything else off. Now I'm going to put Jack's nose in, but this is really more than just Jack's nose. This is his ears, this is his feelings, this is kind of a little bit of everything for Jack. Now when we close our eyes and our ears and we close all of our senses that God has given us to work with in the world, We then close our mind. And when we close our mind, because we just can't get it to understand what's going on anymore, then we watch Jack's light. And you can kind of see here, Jack has his light inside. And we're going to kind of watch here for a few minutes, and we're going to see what happens to Jack's light. If we don't keep that light burning inside, that is when we have to go see God. And I don't like for a lot of people to go see God. I'm kind of selfish that way. I want our loved ones to be here with us. And I know that it hurts when you lose someone. I lost my son, and he went to heaven. He was just 17. And I wish every day that he was here with me. Every day. Jack wants to be here. He doesn't want to go to heaven yet, because it's not his turn. It's not his turn to go. But Jack doesn't know how to make the pain inside stop. The pain inside of Jack is not any one thing. It wasn't just him stopping to talk. It wasn't just closing his eyes. It wasn't just closing this or just closing that. It's lots of things that cause the pain inside of someone who dies by suicide. It's not because they got mad at somebody. It's not because somebody called them a name. It's so many things. And when things start going wrong, sometimes it's hard to come back from it. We must show those around us niceness. We have to be nice to people. We can't say mean things. We can't say ugly things. We have to be nice to people to help keep their light inside. Now, if you notice, Jack's lights are going out slowly inside of him. He's losing his light. It's very sad. And we don't want your light to go out. So in order to keep your light burning, I need you to open your mind. And we're going to keep your light burning. Maybe we'll take this lid. Okay. We're going to light Jack's light back up. And this is what I want you to understand. When your light starts to go out, I want you to start talking. Okay? You've got to keep you talking. Tell us what your pain is. Tell us that you're sad. Tell us that you miss your loved one. You miss your dad. You miss your mom. You miss your brother, sister. I understand. I miss Jared, and I talk about him all the time. Ask any of my friends and family. I talk about him. He's funny. He's hilarious. He's cute. But I'm his mom, so of course he's cute. Keep our nose and our eyes open to everything. Okay? We got to keep our eyes and our nose and our ears and our mind open to the help people want to give us. And I want to give you help. And I know your family want to give you help. And your friends want to give you help. And we want to make sure that you have a beautiful light inside of you that continues to shine. So remember, it's hard to understand, but we've got to keep talking about what's causing our pain. We have to be honest. We can't tell a lie when it comes to this. We have to tell the adults around us, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, a coach, a teacher, that you have a really dark pain inside and you need help to keep your light lit. Okay? Keep talking. Keep your eyes open. Keep your mind open. And we will keep you here with us. Because if you have lost someone to suicide, we need you here to tell us about your loved one. Tell us how beautiful they were, how funny they were, the things they used to do with you. Honor them by being the best person you can be for all of your friends. So from me and Jack, happy Halloween. And remember, you are a keeper too.